Unc is doing everything except uploading the Lions memes. Okay, smart guy. Normally, I'd say yes, you're so smart and handsome, YouTube commenter. But my mother raised me never to lie. First things first, Ghetto Gronk is down. Yeah, he DM'd me off his burner. Apparently, he's having trouble logging in right now. I don't know if he's getting banned or if he's actually having trouble logging in, but I haven't had any Lions memes to react to, and frankly, I wouldn't mind a pick-me-up. I can laugh at our pain, okay? It's been a really tough week. Now, naturally, I'm not just gonna give up on you guys. We do have the backup page, NFL Memes IG. This shit's for casuals. It has more followers. It's significantly less funny. Listen, I'm not actually gonna talk my shit. Like, it's a meme page still. It gets the job done. I'm obviously a Ghetto Gronk elitist. Detroit Lions and TikTok can both agree they were eliminated by Washington. Although this is not true because the TikTok ban apparently is or isn't happening. I don't really know, but I certainly know the Lions lost. So there's no ambiguity about the Lions losing. I don't think the President of the United States can declare martial law and then just give the Lions a win. But if he can do that, it'd be pretty sick.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of him.
Please, Donald Trump! Please! Donald Trump would earn my vote for the next 100 straight years. Every single one of his offspring would earn my vote if he pardoned the Detroit Lions from losing that game. Turns out Dan Campbell was talking about seeing Kevin O'Connell in Cancun.
Might see him in 2 weeks.
Good job, Gracie. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, those clips are always funny, but they do come back to get you. Like, it's such a savage moment when you're like, see you in 2 weeks, bro, and then you actually see him. It's not savage when the Vikings look like shit against the Rams and the Lions look like shit against the Commanders, and now we're all just seeing each other in fucking Cabo. Like, it's not nearly as funny. Dan Campbell and Kevin O'Connell seeing each other in Cabo after 2... Yep, that's... Yep. Basically. Can I tell you guys a funny story? As you're watching this video, I'm literally in Cabo. I wanted a vacation so bad, and for weeks, I've literally had travel every single weekend, and that included the NFC Championship. But it never crossed my mind that the Lions would lose. So for the first time in like 5 months, I had a free weekend. I'm in fucking Cabo right now as you're watching this. I wasn't kidding. I tweeted it. Hold up. I tweeted this out. I said, I'm canceling my flights and selling my tickets. I will be in Cabo with my team, GG's. This tweet banged, I think because people thought I was kidding. I wasn't kidding at all. The Chicago Bears seeing the Packers, Vikings, and Lions all checking in to their hotel in Cancun. Yo, like, is the NFC North just a fraudulent division? Like, we looked like the powerhouse of NFL football, and we're nowhere to be seen. It's honestly so sad. So sad. Just turn off the game. The game. Bang, Jameer. Bang, Brian Robinson. Bang, Sam Laporta. Where's the Jared Goff fumble? No, they got the Jared Goff pick 6, though. Unbelievable. I can't even watch this. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. Lions fans hopping on TikTok clear their heads after getting eliminated by the Commanders. For the record, if you hop on TikTok to clear your head, you're so fucking cooked. Like, your brain is fried to the crisp, okay? Listen, I'm as criminally online as the next guy. It's kind of like my whole life. And even I know that if you clear your head by scrolling TikTok, that it's time to just... I'm serious, guys. If your screen time is over 7 hours a day, it's time to walk down to the Verizon store and literally get a flip phone. You got to go full-blown Stetson Bennett. You need a flip phone that can only just dial numbers, make shitty little texts. You got to purge your brain. Your shit is cooked. Mine is too. We're walking around with fucking mashed potatoes, bro. Men used to go to war, and I'm busy fucking shush-mewing people in my sleep. The Detroit Lions record this postseason. Oh, yeah, that's very funny. You did not, bro. Oh, my God. Respect. Honestly, just respect. Takes a lot of balls to do something that fucking stupid. The best division in football in the playoffs. I don't even want to talk about it. We really sat through 4 hours of Mahomes drawing a flag every time someone got within 5 yards of him, but this is fine, apparently.
And at that,
Yeah, to be honest, this is a flag. He clearly led with the crown of his helmet. That 100% should be a penalty for either unnecessary roughness or for targeting.
After the interception during the entire play.
That absolutely should be a penalty. But like, when I really sit down and think about it, it doesn't matter. It didn't impact the plate. Jared Goff threw a pick 6, whether or not he does that. Sure, we could get the like bogus little flag on the end of it to make the kickoff deeper or something, but I saw a lot of Lions fans like bitching about this. Guys, Jared Goff threw the pick 6 well before this occurred. This is just the kind of a throwaway flag. I'm not mad about it.
Defenseless.
I mean, I want to protect my GOAT, my quarterback, Jared Goff, okay? And by the way, Jared Goff had a very bad game. Jared Goff had a great season. That's my quarterback, and I stand behind him. Jameer Gibbs hit the Kevin Durant silly.
Routine includes some dance moves.
Hey!
Pretty good, but I venture to say
hey!
his game is a little bit better
hey! The Kevin Durant silly is so stupid. Jameson Williams on one of the wildest touchdown celebrations ever. Yeah, what on earth was Jameson Williams thinking here? Literally double humped the ground, and his teammates are like, hey, buddy, it's a playoff game. You're going to draw a 15-yard flag. It's going to be very bad for us. Stop. 1 yard. Like, what dude, how was that not a flag? He fucked the ground for like 2 full thrusts. That's how long I last. He fully had sex with the ground as far as I'm concerned.
We are same.
The Detroit Lions, when their trick plays aren't working. A little insane Shane action. Yeah, honestly, basically, it really should say the Detroit Lions when Jared Goff throws 3 interceptions and a fumble in the red zone, but whatever. Dan Campbell after Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn leave.
Welcome to Applebee's. Can I interest you in America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each?
It's just not worth it, Dan.
Welcome
It's not
to
worth it,
Applebee's.
Dan. He's a pretty good actor,
Can I
though.
interest you in America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each?
It's not worth it, Dan. Jared Goff, when it mattered. Jaden Daniels made an NFC Championship game before Dak Prescott. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Every other NFC East team has now reached the conference championship game more recently than the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Man, if only the Chicago Bears would have had the opportunity to draft either of these superstar quarterbacks. I'm going to be honest with you. The Chicago Bears would have tanked both of these guys' careers. Like, let's just be real. They would have. Like, Dan Quinn is putting on a coaching masterclass with Jaden Daniels, who's also playing amazing. And Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches of all time, okay? If you flip the roles, Caleb Williams would kill it with the Kansas City. I don't know that Caleb Williams would kill it with the Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels is actually, like, generational. I think Jaden Daniels is incredible. Can we be real for a second that, like, wins and losses are not quarterback stats? They're just not. Sometimes they do will wins. But there's so much more that goes into play, bro. There's literally so much more. Like, here's an example. Jared Goff played like shit, right? We put up 31 points. If our defense even played moderately well, we win that game. Our defense let the Commanders do anything and everything. We had Austin Eckler out there averaging 9 yards a carry. GG. When my mom asks if the dishes are washed, I say Austin Eckler. That fucking guy just Derrick Henry'd us. Dan Snyder watching the Commanders be 1 win away from the Super Bowl. The first year after being forced to sell the team. I forgot about that. That's actually kind of crazy. That is crazy. Detroit Lions, Cancun! This fumble was one of the biggest plays of the game, and that was because Ben Johnson called 5 wide on 3rd and 1. Washington has one of the worst pass rush defenses in the league, and Jameer Gibbs is one of the best running backs in the league. And we are running 5 wide, 4 verticals on 3rd and 1 in the red zone. That pissed me off so bad. Raise the banner! Played 1 week longer than the Packers and Vikings. You know what? Actually, yeah. Get fucked, Packers and Vikings and Bears. We got further than you. Okay, you didn't win a Super Bowl, neither did we. But we got further than all of you. We got further than 80% of the league, okay? So I don't want to hear all your poverty-ass franchises yapping in my ear, DMing me, Lions this, Lions that. Bro, you're a Giants fan. You're a Patriots fan, bro. You're a Titans fan. You watch Will Levis throw 8 picks a fucking game. Bro, get out of my DMs with all that honky-tonk and nonsense, bro. You're a Bengals fan. You didn't even make the playoffs. You got Joe Shiesty, Jamar Chase. You didn't even make the playoffs. You didn't even have a chance to lose.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Detroit Lions fans pouring out of Ford Field with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter after talking trash all season. For the record, I sat in until the final whistle. I was there the entire game. I got to watch Jared Goff's final interception. I did not even consider piling out of this stadium, so don't give me that. The NFC North complained about the current playoff format because of how stacked the division was, just for them to go 0-3 by a combined 44 points. I'm going to be honest, I don't know that anybody complained about the playoff format. I don't know, I'm obviously very biased, but I didn't really hear anyone complaining about it. If anybody wants to complain about the playoff format, it would be the Cincinnati Bengals. Because that's such a good team that had the same record as the Buccaneers, right? And they didn't make the playoffs. 2025 record. Okay, settle down. This is so cherry-picked. Settle down. The city of Detroit went 0-3 Saturday. I mean, like, it's crazy that we even have haters. Like, we used to go 0-3 every single week and no one ever posted about it. We would virtually go 0-3 in every major sport always. You know how long the Pistons have been dog shit? We had Chauncey Billups as a crazy squad. Okay? The Red Wings had their time too, but like, overall, how do you convince superstar athletes to come to Detroit? Like, you either got to pay them a whole lot of money or, I don't know, draft them. Letting wide receiver Jameson Williams just chuck the ball downfield instead of your $212 million quarterback on your most important drive of the season with your Super Bowl hopes on the line is certainly a choice. Insanely casual take. Our $212 million quarterback is the only reason it was 38-28. Our $212 million quarterback at this point in time has thrown a pick six, got absolutely laid the fuck out, fumbled the ball in the red zone, and thrown another interception to guess who? The guy covering Jameson Williams. Frankly, I'm glad that Ben Johnson started pulling shit out of a hat. The only thing that went wrong on this play is Jameson Williams is taught to throw this if it's butt naked wide open or don't throw it. And Jameson Williams hucked that bitch into double coverage. He never should have thrown it. This is not a play calling mistake. I hate that people are saying that. It was a bad decision by JMO, and it was a desperation call when we're down by 10. It's what you do. It's what you do. It would be like making fun of someone for onside kicking. Like, you got an onside kick. You're probably not going to get it. The Detroit Lions are a Matthew Stafford away from being real Super Bowl contenders. Also an incredibly casual take. If we had a Matthew Stafford, we wouldn't have 2 first-round picks from the Los Angeles Rams. And if we don't have 2 first-round picks from the Rams, we don't get Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Branch, and Jack Campbell all in the same draft class. This is why I like Ghetto Gronk, okay? Ghetto Gronk just says racist shit in a funny way. These casual-ass meme pages just cater to fucking everybody. These casual-ass meme pages cater to like 14-year-old girls who don't know what the fuck's going on. Ah! I've never been pissed at memes before. It's because it's Lions, isn't it?
You're goddamn right.
If this was Patrick Mahomes who got hit like this, it would have been an ejection, a power play, 2 free throws, and the ball out of bounds, a penalty kick, and a congressional investigation.
Point, then, after the interception,
it truly would have been. Like, imagine Mahomes got hit like that. Holy shit, the whole field would be yellow. Never forget that the New York Giants would be in a better spot right now if GM Joe Schoen's teenage son was running the team instead of him.
Who do you want me to take? Give me a name.
Jaden Daniels. Trade up.
I'm just gonna be honest, this is still casual. Like, it just is. I just hate that people think that quarterbacks are literally like God. People think quarterbacks are like every quarterback has the responsibility of Tom Brady. Many quarterbacks are literally just pawns to what their coaches are doing. They're just running the plays. And very elite quarterbacks make shit up on the fly. And Jaden Daniels is a dog. But are we gonna sit here and pretend like Malik Neighbors was a bad pick? Or that Jaden Daniels would have had this success on the New York Giants? There's no way! Dan Quinn has put out a masterclass coaching. Jaden Daniels has played amazing. Both of these things are true.
Up and get him. Why not?
Okay, if Jaden Daniels...
You only get this job once. Let's try to win.
It's a galaxy brain call by the kid, though. Wild to think that if Greg Zuerlein field goal goes a few feet to the left, the Commanders do not get to draft Jaden Daniels. It is crazy when you look at these plays that like determine an entire season.
The kick from Zuerlein.
Do you think, I've always wondered this, okay, because both these teams clearly were in a tank scenario. If the Commanders win this game, they're 5-10. And if the Jets lose, they're 5-10. Do you think someone is messaging the kicker? Like, do you think someone high up is like, Zerline, miss that shit? I don't know. Like, obviously tanking is illegal. You can't tank. You can't legally tank in the NFL. But like, don't you think somebody who wants a better draft pick is going to be like, hey, Zerline, just shank this? An all-time bad take. Oh, God. Here we go. Commanders having one of the worst off seasons I can recall from a new regime. Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, and Bobby Wagner as marquee signings. Retread head coach Dan Quinn, who is far from first choice, and ass backwards Kingsbury at OC. Cherry on top will be if they pass on Drake May for Jaden Daniels. That is truly one of the worst takes of all time. That aged like sour milk. You know what's funny though? At the time, this was an incredibly reasonable take. I do not agree at all that passing on May for Daniels was a good take. I think this was a heavily debated piece of this take. But Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, and Bobby Wagner are all so far out of their prime that this was very, like, everybody looking at Washington when they signed those three was like, you just picked up like the oldest dudes in the league. None of these guys have any gas left in the tank. They clearly did. They clearly showed they did. But I don't think that's unreasonable. Dan Quinn's always been a really good coach. That's not a good take. Kingsbury getting shit is a reasonable take. So gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Ben Johnson is turned off by Commanders owners, calling them basketball guys. Ouch. No penalty, no complaining. Just pick up your helmet and go back to the huddle. The good old days. Is this when like Tom Brady learned he ain't scrambling no more? Dudes on the internet want NFL players to have CTE so bad. Listen, I get it. 20 years ago, football was more physical. 20 years ago, people did not give a shit about your future mental health. And now we're learning, oh, you actually have major debilitating lifelong consequences from enduring hits like that. Hey, stop taking those hits, bro. Learn from those mistakes. CJ Stroud did win a playoff game, though, which is not something Caleb Williams can say, so. The Dallas Cowboys now have the longest drought without reaching an NFC Championship game? What? That's not right. That's not right. Here's a great reason why you never use AI either. According to current NFL records, the Detroit Lions are the only NFC team to never reach the NFC Championship game. I suppose I just fucking imagined last year then. I guess I wasn't in San Francisco last year, huh? Now, the Detroit Lions have yet to win or host an NFC Championship game. That is true. We could have hosted it this year if we beat the Commanders. Wow, that's actually crazy. I don't even know if I believe this because it's AI too. You're telling me every other NFC team has made the NFC Championship since 1996, except for the Dallas Cowboys? The record for the drought is the Cardinals. They went 38 years without appearing in a conference championship game. Seems like Dallas is kind of coming up on that. 1996 was 31 years ago. It was 29 years ago. So if the Cowboys go 9 more years, they'll have an NFL record. Only one man can save us from having to watch Jalen Hurts throw for 118 yards in the Super Bowl. Jalen had 350 yards and 4 touchdowns in his last Super Bowl. I was just about to say that. These fucking casual-ass meme pages, bro. And the last slide isn't even aggressive racism, like bannable racism. Like, this is not ghetto Gronk. And you know what's a crime? These pages have more. This is like the testament to like internet content, bro. All internet content is like this. Like, if you want to appeal to the most broad audience, you have to make dog shit. Oh, it fucking pisses me off. This is why I like our tight-knit little bubble, gentlemen. Okay, we can be horrible people in our small community as much as we want. This is like, what a fucking unbelievable casual take. You're kidding me? You don't want to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl? Last time the Eagles were in the Super Bowl was electric. They also now have Saquon Barkley, who's the best. He's going bonkers. Jalen Hurts helping the Eagles. Shut the fuck up. I can't do it. I need a blatant aggressive. I can't do it. I did your Lions memes. You can shut up now. I did your Lions memes. I'm not ghetto Gronk. Get your page back up, bro. I mean, come on. Like, what kind of meme page puts a fucking paragraph on the top of the thing, bro? In fact, when I see women in the comments, I already know this shit is catered to absolute casuals. I don't see women on my ghetto Gronk posts. I'm leaving. Goodbye.